We are gonna learn about calcHist function, what this function does. Lastly, in the previous video we talked about how to convert from this to this, how to equalize this histogram, and today we are gonna learn how to get this graph in the right side. In the previous video also we see graph and what this represents we learned, and today we are gonna learn how to get this graph. We are gonna learn in this video. Okay. We get that with the help of calcHist function. What this function gives us? This function gives us the for example, we have the pixels from 0 to 255, and this function gives us how many times this index values inside this interval appears in the image. For example, let's say the index value 44, a pixel value is 44, and how many times inside this image 44 value exists, and this function actually gives us in this interval all of the pixel values how many times exist. Okay, let's see. We give this function as input images. This can be in an array or as a single image also you can give, and this has to be in the type of this kind of 8 unsigned char or 16 or 32 float, and also number of source images. For example, in here your arrays if include 3 or 4 or 1, you give how many they are. And channels, you can also choose which channel you want to extract, you want to get the histogram. And this for if grayscale image, you don't need to worry, you need just you will write 0. If you have 3 channels, BGR or RGB channels, you need to define which channel you need to get histogram. Let's say if you use BGR, and if you want to get the green, then you need to give 0 and 1 like that. Yeah, we will more easily understand in the code part. And mask also, this is you need to give an empty mask, and this is not really important. Output histogram, this is the most important one. This gives us the output which I told before, and these dimensions also we are giving. For example, in our case, since we are using unsigned 8-bit, so from 0 to 255, we are gonna give dimensions accordingly. And this is also histogram size, similar to dimensions we will see in the code part. And ranges also similar. Uniform and accumulate, uniform is totally related with this. For now we are gonna give the default one, which is true, and accumulation also for now we will give true, which is the default one. Let's continue with the code part. Today I already little coded, so let's make it little bigger. First of all, I'm reading the image and im show the source. And step 1, in here I have many steps, and here first of all I'm applying the calculate histogram function directly, because applying this easy, but the after applying analyzing is little difficult. So also since I didn't show you the many functions, for example normalize or other functions, I wanna show what we see until now. I want to use the functions I already showed you in my previous videos. So I will also calculate the histogram, calculate the graph, the output, because this function does not give us the direct output of this. For example, this function output is not this. We need to get this one to get this one. We need to do some calculations. Yeah, like that. And calcHist, like say source image, I'm just giving 1. Since I have 1 image, I just give 1. You can give different images, different number of images you can give, but for now I'm just giving 1 image. So also after that, what output coming? Number of images. Since I give 1, I write here 1 image. And channel num, for example, in here I'm using directly image I'm reading, so I'm not converting it to gray, so it's BGR image, and I give in here 1, sorry, in here. So you need to also this one, and also histogram size, you need to define them constant integer, then you need to also give them with their address. This is the function design, so you need to give in this way. Since I'm reading BGR, and I need for this function, for this sample, I just give channel number 1, which represent green area, BGR, blue, green, red. So you give 1, it will be green. For example, if you give 2, this one, and it will read 2 red channel, let's for now green, let's say. If 0, also blue. Yeah, like that. This is a simple empty math you need to give same size. If you give in this way, it will be directly the same size as source image. And histogram output, this is the most important one in the math format. We will see when we going forward. And histogram out also in here, we already talked that. And this one, what represents this? This is the let's be sure what's that again. That's the dimensions, and in here we can read again histogram dimensionality, that must be positive and not greater than 32, which represent in this version. So for now I'm giving 1 because I'm just wanna that in the 1 dimension. And histogram size, and here you need to give the size. For example, we are continuing in here, let's represent from 0, 1, 2, 3 and until 255. These are the number of these indexes are total 256. So we need to give the histogram size also, how many they are including. Histogram range you need to define in this way also, similar to that, which ranges it includes. So we are giving like this. Okay, and after this done, our function is done, and we are gonna use this histogram out. Let's continue with step 2. To understand more easily, I'm going by one by. So here there is a summation and is equal to 0, and this will not be used in the step 2 but in the step 3. Let's make this to the step 3 side. Okay, step 2 is what I'm doing in here. I'm using this histogram out, since it's an image also, and it has 1 column and 256 rows. So by one by each element I'm summing to show you something, and also in here each element I'm writing to the console. Just don't forget it's a float type, 32 float type, because unsigned char is not enough in some cases, so they are defined. This histogram out type is the float types. If you are not aware of the type of OpenCV, you can maybe check my previous video to understand more, to learn more about the OpenCV math types. So they design in float type. Also we need to define in here to read that elements of histogram out, we need to define also float. Okay, let's run now until here. Okay, don't care them now, just focus on here until some part here. What in here happening? From 0 to 255 element that histogram out function has, and we are writing in to the console each element. What this means? From 0 to 256. For example, 0 index value, this image includes 223 times includes 0, 115 times 1. For example, in here also 0 times. In this image inside there is no 255 index value, it represents this. Yeah, like that. Since we gave the range from 0 to 255, all of these by in the order represents this how many times that pixel value exists in the image. These numbers represent that, which is the element of histogram out. Then what is this summation? What I want to show you. Let's calculate in here. For example, this image, let me open Lena image we are reading for now, and this image dimension is 512 to 512. If I am let's calculate the how many pixel inside that image. Let's calculate that, this much, and this number, as you can see, totally equal to sum. What this means, I just wanted to prove something. This all of the numbers I just sum in this for loop, and I write to the sum out. So with this I'm proving that this number is the totally equal to the pixel of my input images. So there is no out of pixel. All of them inside this element, all of them represent a pixel value, and add all in here counted. Okay, with this just I wanted to show you this one. Let's go on step 3. In here I need to I'm here just calculating the maximum value inside this function. There is some functions in OpenCV already directly calculating inside a math what is the maximum index value. For now we didn't learn that, so I'm not doing that. just simply with the algorithm, I'm just writing by myself, checking each element, I'm calculating the maximum value and keeping it in the max defined. Yeah, and this is the maximum value. In here I'm writing 2152 inside these elements. This is the maximum value, and this is the index, and this is the ratio. Why I'm using this, I'm defining this ratio to be able to draw the graph. Okay, in here I'm drawing graph, I'm representing. Just this can be in different numbers. For now, just I define in this way. Then I'm here drawing. How I'm drawing, what I wanna get. I wanna get this graph with this for loop. How to do this? I'm doing in here. And first of all, if I'm checking that histogram out by again, all of the pixel I'm checking, this pixel I'm talking about. And if 0, pass it. First of all, if first element, just pass it and make it to define it to a reference. And this reference hist out float, and just I'm defining if the next after 1 is entering here and drawing a line, starting to draw a line. And with this line, just there is a calculation. Maybe you can directly copy, and maybe you can try to understand in your site. Let me make it maybe this one better. Just a second, since this is a little longer. Line function we already learned, so we can use it. And here graph, here the first point, which is the coming from reference, and I'm dividing to the ratio. Normally you can do this very easily with the normalize function. Maybe in the internet, if you search, they are drawing the graph easily with the help of that normalize function, but we not yet see that, so I don't want to use it. I'm just dividing to this ratio, and there is a simple math in here actually, because I cannot get this. For example, this is the maximum value, right? I cannot get the image this much higher, so just I want to make a simplify it, normalize it by myself by dividing to the ratio. And here also this is the second one, which is the new element of the hist out. Just I'm drawing and I'm getting graph like this. Let me again. Yeah, for example, the histogram graph of this image is represented by this one. And also, for example, this is the green channel, by the way, because in the function we defined that in the calcHist function. In here we defined, for example, if you change it to 0, it will be blue channel. Why it's giving me error? Sorry, we need to channel number. This one is the number of images. Okay, this is the blue channel, and this is the red channel represented by the graph. What about the previous? In the previous video we've seen, since I just directly cropped, by the way, I get this image from the Gerebretsky book, but this is maybe represented wrongly, or 255 is cut by here, because this image is totally close to the white area, but it seems like in the black area if this is the 255. So just ignore this. I'm just cropping here and putting to my input, and here the output of this image you can see. And yeah, like this. And you can see it's in the mostly in the white area, because this is a bright image also. It's totally normal, and this is the output also. Maybe this video a little complicated to you, but if you going step 1, step 2 and step 3, maybe the step 3 is little complicated to understand, but just try to understand. It's a simple math, just drawing a graph, nothing else. I think for this video I'm done. calcHist is just help us to draw the graph, but it's not directly giving us the output of this. We need to calculate by ourselves. For this video I am done. Okay, see you in the next videos.